Let's build a 3-month emergency fund of $7,500 together. Now, why such a particular number? Those numbers are the ones that pertain to my case, right? For you, it's going to be different, right? So what I really should be saying is that let's just go ahead and build a 3-month emergency fund, right? Whether your number is greater or smaller, you know what your number is, right? So what is an emergency fund, right? So basically I just, did like a quick Google search here, and basically it's saying an emergency fund is a collection of money saved for unexpected expenses. It can help you cover costs like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. So the key word there is unexpected expenses. Now, a lot of the financial gurus and people out there, of course, I've been listening to as I start this, as I've decided to go on this journey of trying to become financially independent. For those of you who are not aware, by the way, my name is Christian. Welcome to my channel. I am Christian M, and this is a place where I decided to document my journey to financial independence, or at least my attempted journey to financial independence, right? Whereby we are essentially looking to get to the point where we're generating enough in passive income to cover our living expenses. Okay. So one of the things that, in terms of like your financial fitness and things that you need to have before you, like saving and then start, getting rid of your debt and then investing and all that type of stuff, right? One of the things that gets often talked about is having an emergency fund, right? And this, from everything that I've been, reading about or learning about, basically, they say typically anywhere from 3 months to 6 months of an emergency fund is the ideal number to have, right? So essentially whatever your monthly living expenses are, right? Whatever your living monthly expenses are, you take that number and multiply by 3. That will give you your 3-month emergency fund, or multiply by 6 if you want 6 months, right? It's the sort of thing that, hypothetically speaking, if you were to lose your job or something happened where you could no longer work, whatever the case may be, you have that buffer to cover your living expenses for that amount of time without getting evicted or losing your house, whatever the case may be, right? So, unfortunately, from what I've also been reading, too many people, the overwhelming majority of people do not have enough money saved, right? They don't have enough money saved to take care of such unexpected emergencies. And I can be honest, I'm probably one of those people. Not probably, I am one of those people. Okay, and that's why we're looking to change this. But we're gonna do this kind of in an unconventional way, right? Because I look at comments, I see the things that people say, not necessarily on my videos, just when I read articles and different things, and when some of the suggestions that are brought up in terms of like the ability, a lot of people, there's a lot of hurt. A lot of people are hurting. People are not making money the way they would like to be. People blame it on different things, whether it's the economy, job market, whatever the case may be. All right. I'm just of the mindset of just trying to take responsibility of whatever the situation is and trying to make my situation better without necessarily depending on somebody else to do that for me, right? And I see comments, right, things that people say, and like when like maybe some guru who's making a lot of money, right, will people feel like a lot of times, sometimes these people are out of touch because they make so much money, and they get upset by the fact that if somebody's telling them that, they need to be able to set aside X number of dollars saved every month, right? And people complain. It's like, I can barely put enough money together to just cover my living expenses or to cover my rent and all that type of stuff, right? So where am I going to get extra money that I can actually save and all that? Well, that's something that we're going to look at in this video, which is, like I said, it's going to be unconventional, but it is possible, right? Something new. We're going to look to build our emergency fund without necessarily picking up extra hours at our job, or which I'm not suggesting that you don't do that. If you're able to do that and you have time, do it. Great. However you can do it. But this is something that somebody that anybody can pick up, right, and do as an extra side hustle, right? And it's relatively, it's a lot. I shouldn't say stress free, but it's a lot less stressful than having to pick up extra hours or pick up a new job and stuff like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we'll be doing to build this emergency fund. Okay. So this, if you click that first link in the description below this video, it'll take you to a page that looks like this one right here. Okay. And it is my page, which is inviting you to sign up for a high yield savings account with an online bank, online personal finance company that's been around, I think, since 2011. They are a multi-billion-dollar company at this point, anywhere with like 16 to 18 billion dollars in market cap, somewhere there. Okay, they've been around for a while. They're a solid company, right? And they have high yield savings accounts, right? And they're paying people a lot of money just to open an account, right? And even more money to refer people to join them, right? They're trying to grow. Obviously, this is their promotion that they're running at the moment. And they are paying up to 4% in, 4% annual percentage yield for the money that you have sitting in your account. Now, this place is where I would, this is the place where I'm going to be parking my emergency fund, okay? As opposed to like your typical brick and mortar bank, because your brick and mortar bank pays next to nothing when it comes to like your, in terms of interest, right? So for those of you who are doing well enough to have money, a good chunk of money saved up, right, sitting in your account right now, it's not making you any money, right? Your emergency fund is money that needs to be there, available, liquid, like quickly available to you in the case of an emergency, and you can get it immediately. You don't have to like wait to withdraw money out, like say from some investment account or something like that. You need this money available. So it's not money that is meant to be tucked away somewhere, right? But if it's going to be there, available and sitting, why not put it in a place that is actually making you even more money, right? So as opposed to keeping it in your regular brick and mortar bank that's only paying you 0.01, anywhere from 0.01 to 0.04% in interest at this moment, right? Why not put it in a place that will make you some significant money on a monthly basis that you can actually use to pay some bills, right? Or even build your account even further, right? And SoFi is the answer for me. I've always liked these guys because, I mean, again, I'm on this journey of trying to become financially independent, and this is one of their slogans down here. This is just a perfect fit, like in terms of what they're doing. Like, look at this: helping members reach financial independence since 2011, right? 6 million members and counting. I love that. So they're all about, trying to become financially independent and make smart financial decisions and moves and all that type of stuff. Okay. So here's how we're going to get, build this money. You click on that link, open your account. And when you do open your account, you're going to get $25 for free. It's a welcome bonus, right? Once you deposit $50 into your high yield savings account, and you're gonna deposit this money using your existing bank account, right? As you go through the sign up process, you will get to a point where they tell you to fund your account, right? With there's two methods, right? Either with a bank to bank transfer, ACH transfer, or with an instant deposit using your debit card, which is tied to an already existing checking account at your brick and mortar bank. Make sure it's a bank issued debit card. If you do it that way with the instant deposit bank issued debit card, you will get that $25 welcome bonus immediately. If you do it the other way, you're going to have to wait a few business days until the money transfers and clears and deposits before you see that bonus, okay? So that's how you'll get $25 for free. And make sure you use my link, first link in the description below this video, because if you go directly to the SoFi website and sign up, you're not going to get that extra $25, because this is all you'll get, right? You'll get this when you sign up. You'll get only up to $300, right? This is the website. If you go directly to their website, you only get $300. Whereas if you use my link, which you will also have access to as well, once you create your account, you'll be able to have your link that you share with others. use mine. Take this. It's gonna look like this, right? You'll get that extra $25, and then at no additional cost to you, I will make $75 in referral as a referral bonus, right? I'm just being completely transparent about that. But that is what you are also going to have access to when you sign up for your account, and that is what we're going to be using to build our emergency fund up to at least help us build it, right? With this program that they have, with this money that they're paying, they will pay you up to $10,000 per calendar year. Okay, so with each person that you refer, you will become $75 richer, right? Each person, that's $75. And if you can get up to like 133 people, I believe it is, throughout this year, that will be an additional $10,000 that you would make. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking to do, is get referrals. Tell all your friends, your family. You're basically helping them out. It's a good financial move, a good place for them to make more money, right? Make more money on their savings, right? Some of you already have big, you might already have like a good chunk of savings, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 sitting inside your regular brick and mortar savings account, and it's making you no money, right? $10,000, right? Let's go to the compound interest calculator. $10,000, okay? Let's just say you were one of those that had $10,000 sitting inside your regular brick and mortar account, and you don't add anything else, right? After 1 year, your $10,000, and after 1 year sitting in that account, right? Estimated interest rate, let's go on the high end of 0.04, okay? After 1 year, that $10,000 would net you a whopping $10,004, right? So you'd have made $4 on your $10,000 sitting at a regular brick and mortar bank. Whereas if you had that same $10,000 sitting at your, sitting inside your high yield savings account, right? If that was like your emergency fund, that same $10,000 at 4% at the time of this recording, that's what SoFi is paying right now. Those rates change, go up and down all over the place, right? For that same $10,000, you don't add any more money. That $4,000 would net you $400, right? So you would make $400, and of course, and they pay this money every month, right? So whatever $400 divided by 12 is, right? So 400 divided by 12, so you'd be getting, about $33 right there, $33.33 per month, okay? And of course, if you put more money in there, I'd like to have like a good 30,000 sitting in there, right? $30,000 sitting in there will get you, I think it's $100 per month, $100 per month. Yep. Times points. Yeah. So, and that's $1,200 a year, right? $100 per month. 100 can pay quite a few, certain bills, right? But imagine for doing nothing, you have $100 coming in. This is your emergency fund that you're not necessarily looking to invest because you want to keep it somewhere safe. You don't lose it, right? And you can access it quickly, right? Whether they will send you a debit card in the mail, by the way, so you can use that to withdraw cash, spend if you need to, but of course you don't want to be touching that. That is your emergency fund that you can quickly get access to, right? You can send the money over, you can withdraw the money by sending it back to your regular brick and mortar bank to get the money out if you needed to for whatever reason in the event of an emergency, right? But that's how we're looking to do this, okay? So this is $75. Now like in my case, right? I said $7,500 because in my case, like if I was looking to build a 3-month emergency fund, my living expenses are, like I basically survive on $2,500 a month, right? All right. Depending on where you live, that's going to be way higher, or it could be lower. I don't know, right? But $2,500 a month, $2,500 is what I need to survive, right? So with $7,500, that would cover 3 months of my living expenses, right? And so if something were to happen to me and I could not work anymore, I would have that to, I'll basically be able to survive for 3 months on $7,500. You have to figure out what your number is, right? And put that, figure out what that number is And if you want to have 3 months saved up or 6 months, right, whatever the case may be, or if you want to start saving for a house or whatever, and when you want to keep your money in a place that's safe, that's not going to get lost, you want to put it in here. And these guys, by the way, they have, just like any other brick and mortar bank, they are FDIC insured. Your typical brick and mortar banks are only insured for up to 250,000. These guys, SoFi, deposits are insured for up to 2 million, right? Through a network or partnering banks. Okay, so they have partnering banks that spread the risk essentially to cover you for up to $2 million, right? So that is just something for you to consider. And this will be something that I will be sharing, right? I will be sharing like how much I put aside over time, right? Month to month, and building the account. This is one of the things that, I don't necessarily like to talk about like my personal finances, but then I thought about it and I was like, if I'm going to be talking about a journey to financial independence, how much sense does it make if I don't cover a little bit of this stuff, which involves even my personal finances, right? There needs to be like some kind of, I don't know, you let me know what you think, but it's just one of those things. I've seen a lot of people it's talking about money is like one of those things that seems to, for whatever reason, still be taboo for a lot of people. But I don't mind it. But it's just I don't know, sharing personal finances and all that. It makes no sense for me to not do it if I'm going to be talking about trying to become financially independent and sharing a journey and showing people what I'm doing and what I'm up to, right? I have to, I think at least, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, to let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions that will show me how I could do this without sharing that type of stuff. Anyway, but that's how that we're going to be looking to generate as many, think about your friends, right? You can start right now. You can make, once you sign up for your account, you get that $25. I know you can think of at least one person that you can tell, right? One of your friends, or it's your spouse, whatever, significant other, your kids that are old enough, right? Tell them to open an account, each individual accounts, right? So with your spouse, make sure it's not a joint account. Make sure you have separate accounts so that you can all take advantage of that welcome bonus money, $25, and then the bonus of $75 for each person that you refer. So if you sign up right now, you'll get $25. For example, if you tell your spouse, he or she signs up, they get $25, and then you get a referral of $75, right? So between the two of you, that's already $125, right? So that's, and you want to find more people, your friends, but then now you want to start looking to promote online. Of course, I'm here. I talk a lot about digital marketing and stuff. So I'm going to be showing you how you can go about promoting this, promoting this online, right? Even without showing your face if you don't want to. But this is going to be something that we progress throughout the year. And the goal is to try to get to that point. I mean, if we can even max out at the $10,000, right? Use this as help to get that $10,000 for this calendar year. Then next year, get another $10,000. And just like that, right? Build that emergency fund using this referral program, basically through affiliate marketing, essentially. Okay? That's it for now. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comment section below. I will be sure to answer, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.